Back again. Well, Aerith has just gone off to fight Sephiroth alone. Cloud beat the crap out of her in the last episode, and she's okay with it. Well, I think she knows more about what's going on than she's letting on. But either way, Cloud wasn't fully in control of himself. But now we got to chase her down because Sephiroth knows about her. He knows what's happening. So let's go see if we can rescue her. Anyway, as per my previous videos, I haven't always done it because I did forget once, maybe twice. But we are not going to go just look for Aerith because that would be ridiculous, guys. We can't do that, obviously. So we're going back to Fort Condor to fight another battle. I know. Aerith could die. But so could the Condor. Come on. We got our priorities here. And these things. Oh. I haven't actually put any materia on Barret. But that's okay. I think we can handle these guys. Tifa can handle them alone. She's a butt kicker, guys. She's got some frustrations to let out after the last... after the fortune that got told right in front of her. Oh my gosh. I still can't believe that. That was hilarious. And it also made me realize I have never taken Tifa there. Like, ever. Because usually by that point, I have somebody else. I'm like, I gotta train this person. Like like Vincent or Sid. Usually by that point, I want one of those two with me because I gotta train them. And I gotta take Aerith. So it's like, I gotta do what I gotta do here. What's a Tristaner? Oh, a Tristoner. Yeah, so that just rolls 3 of them. We have 14,000. You want to fight the boss this time? Yeah. Alright, let's do this the right way for once. Alright. 2 there. I am going to bring them down to like these points because this is a huge field. And this, and this only 3 points, whereas they could go around and all that. So I think this time I'll get them down to here, and then I will deploy the Tristoners and maybe some fire catapults. Just so you guys can see what they look like. Let's get a couple of it. Let's get an attacker in. And a defender, 2 defenders up here because just in case. I don't think I've only needed that like once, and that's when I wasn't really paying attention. Let's go ahead and start. The max we can have is 20. When eventually I start doing the remake playthrough, fully expect me to go all in on the side quests. Because there are so many. Not in the original. The original, there's not a lot. Like, Remake Part 1. Not Rebirth. Rebirth, there's so much to do. But that's because a lot of people complained, hey, there's not enough in this game. And To Square Enix's credit, they listened. Yeah, let's get that guy down there. Alright, do what you gotta do. Right there. Alright, you guys want to see that? Boom. It doesn't do much. But hey. Sometimes if a guy just starts attacking your peeps, your soldiers, that little bit can make all the difference. For this one, we'll do the Tri-Stoner. But we'll have these guys move in a little bit closer. Look at that. That's like perfect for right there. Let's do that. And that barbarian is going to immediately go for it. So we just got to keep him in there. So I don't want him to destroy it, because more troops that I don't lose, the better. Oh. Alright, I'm getting overwhelmed here. Not overwhelmed, but those barbarians are starting to muscle in a little bit. Ha! Got 3 of them right there. Oh. There you go. The fire catapult is okay. It's not, I don't think it's great. I think the Tri-Stoner is a little bit better. So, what do you say we just pop one right there? Oh, shoot. I lost 2 guys. I'm losing more. Oh no. Get in there. Alright, I'm moving in. Got lots going on here. Not paying attention either. I will say the Tri-Stoners are at least helping. It does that in case you want to, like, pick its action, but it's like, they're attacking. What else do I want to do? Attacker, what are you doing? Get in there. Hey, fighter, get over here. This side could use a little help. And get some more backup in there. Let's have this guy pull back just a little bit to help, to let the Tri-Stoner get a little bit more damage in there. Man, I should have just done it like I was gonna. Save some money. What am I at? Oh! Alright. Forget the Tri-Stoners. Just get in there. We're doing it. I'm not losing out all this money just because I want to see if I can still. It's a waste. We're going to get in there. We're going to go hard. No more messing around. And you know what? I'm going all the way up. Let's get these guys involved. Sorry, I gotta sneeze. Alright. There. Let's get him over here. Attacker, get down there. Nobody? It's always funny that they're just gonna, like, sit there and deal with the fact that some guy is just shooting at them. All right. Keep moving, everybody. We ain't playing games anymore. As we play a game. I understand. Get in there. Come on. Don't give up. I know you're just standing there, but let's not do that, okay? Come on. Let's see if we can get everybody dead before anybody else shows up. There we go. Another victory. Cost a little bit more this time, though. All right, how much did we get? 2,600 back. Not much. What's a super ball? Sharp barrel. I don't actually know what a super ball is. Let's see. You guys see it? I don't see it. Oh, it's a Yuffie weapon. Okay. Neat. Let's make sure Barrett is well equipped. Oh. Thing's got like some of the best defense right now, but and 5 slots, but look, nothing. No material will grow there. Rocket Punch. The Heavy Vulcan seems like a nice one, but it's not a lot of increase, and he still has the double growth. Rocket Punch is really nice, but, you know, I'm not going to... Power Soul. Yeah, they all have a... I think a lot of people, if not everybody, has a weapon that will have no materia growth and no growth, but it's really powerful. Alright, let's equip Barrett up. Let's arrange all of this real quick. Let's get gravity in there. Restore. Let's get a good all in there. Yep. Alright, we're looking good. Fire. Ooh, that one's really close to bolt 3. Alright. Oh, shoot. Let's give him Bahamut. Exchange. Let's put lightning there. Rama. And let's put Bahamut in the double growth. Let's take that off and put on Titan, because we want all of our summons, which take a little bit more AP than normal materia, to have a little extra growth. Alright. Now, there are 3 weapons that have triple AP growth. Alright. Let me know in the comments if you know which one they are. Like, the 3 characters that have them. Bonus points if you can tell me where to get all 3 weapons. That's the tough one. Because you can guess the characters fairly quickly. The weapons themselves are a little bit tougher of where they are. Okay, so... Oh, I know where we need to go. We need to go, I think, quite far around. But I think we need to go this way. No. I'm wrong. Okay. But I do think we need to go around... I don't actually know what this continent is called. That has never come up before. But I think we actually do go this way. Where are we going? Well, there's one one big continent we haven't explored yet. So we're going to go there. Because there are a lot of people. We could go talk to NPCs everywhere. But, you know, oh, and right there, Chocobo Ranch, which I think, since we have access to almost everywhere, is now open for us to get our own Chocobo. But it costs money. Because we got to rent stables. Then we got to buy greens. We got to find the right chocobos if we want to go on that quest. We're not going to do that today. That is good. No, I can't. Not yet. Disc 3 is the time to really be able to do that. Though technically, I think at the end of Disc 1 we can. Technically. Okay, so here we are at the northern continent. Yep, we had to go all that way just to get here. What's that? That is our destination. Bone Village. See? A town for nature lovers. She went into the sleeping forest. Alright, so now we gotta do this. The Forgotten City. What's the Lunar Harp? Oh, also, this guy has new new equipment. Look at that. 5. And it's better defense for pretty much everybody but Tifa at this point. You can see who I haven't used much in the last little while. So we've also got these, which it doesn't show it, but it actually increases your magic defense quite a bit. So if you feel like you need that. Let's stock up on a few. Ugh, I don't want to sell any of that. All right. Let's go in here first and range, field, done. Okay, so start digging. We're only looking for the Lunar Harp. Now, those other options are good for other things, but right now we just want the Lunar Harp. Okay. It's 100 per search, and you only have 5 people. Now, you have to strategically place these people. Per search. Let's see, watch, he's going to jump into place. I like to be sure. I think I know where it is. Wow, Cloud, you're in Soldier, and these guys can jump way further than you. I think it's up here. All right. So we got all 5 down. And there's the bomb. All right, so basically, these guys are all going to turn and face one point. That point is where there is treasure. In this case, it should be the Lunar Harp, which I think is going to be what? Like right here? All right, now you got to be pretty close in order to get this. First try. All right, so there are a couple of other things. Ooh, my battery's getting low. There are a couple of other things that we can get here. But we're not going to do that right this minute. All right. So first, recognize this. Yep, this is the Sleeping Forest. If you don't have the Lunar Harp, you're basically just going to go in circles. And here's what... Oh, missed it. Now we got to find... There it is. Kujata materia. I really don't use Kujata much because it's elemental and there's a lot of enemies that it won't do much damage to. No? Okay. Thought that was something over there. All right. Look, recolored enemies. But just for kicks, let's go ahead and look at Kujata. Maybe. It might take us a minute because there's a lot of these guys. Petra Disaster. And here he comes. He's a giant bull. Yeah, see, that's why I don't use him very much, because he can get absorbed like that. All right, Tifa. All right, kick their butt, Tifa. Yep. All right. Ooh. Yeah, good job, Cloud. Tifa needs to get some kills in because she is, she needs to get her level 2 limit break. I haven't used her a whole lot. Yeah, money. Oh. Can't miss the treasures. Because this area, you're just never going to come back through. The water ring, a very useful item. At this exact moment, no. But it will be here in a little while. And probably not even this video. Okay, there we go. Let's just do that. And let's Tifa get in there. I don't like her limit break as far as like predictability, because if you're facing one enemy, her limit break's gonna hurt. But if you're facing like 5, her limit break, you're just like, I can't keep track of everybody. Let's get her in. Let's get in some KOs with Tifa. There we go. Oh. Well, if any survive, Barrett's going to finish the job. Hopefully. All right, Odin. Take him down. The first time I played this, because this was my first venture into the Final Fantasy series years and years ago, I used him a couple of times, but I didn't really use summons a lot because they use so much MP. I had no idea he had an instant KO attack. I had no idea. It wasn't until one day I just, was like, you know what? He's pretty powerful. I was fighting the Materia Keeper, and why not? Let's just do it. And then, he's actually, he took all of the enemies down. That was a surprise. And that's what he does in just about all the Final Fantasies. He's that instant KO guy. Oh man, come on. Get some stuff here, guys. We got limit breaks to get. And there it is, the Forgotten City. Oh, look at that thing. There are some enemies that I just blew through the areas, so I'm like, I don't see these guys often, or I don't even know what they look like. I'm like, what is that thing? HP rush. One. Look at that, tiny Tifa. What's that? 1 damage. I mean, all it does is affect physical attack, and it might affect. All right, we're done. We're not just gonna attack you. You're getting magicked. I didn't know he did that. Oh man, what an interesting adventure I'm having this playthrough. I'm learning all kinds of things. All right, so here we are on the world map, actually. All right, and this is the Forgotten City. We just had to go through that little bit. Now, straight is where we need to go. Obviously, we're not doing that. We're going to go this way. Because there are items everywhere. Magic source. Oh, man. I think actually I went the wrong way. Oh, there's an item down there. I'm not sure if there are enemies or not right now. Aurora armlet. Let's see. Ooh, drains cold attacks. Let's give that to Barrett. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's good. We're gonna need that as well. All right, so we can't really do anything with this yet, but I'd just like to come over here and look at that. You can tell that's going to be doing something soon. That is something we can't really use right now. So for now, we're going to come over here. We're just going to go backwards. Yeah, we don't have to go back in that house. In fact, I only wanted to get those 2 items. Now we need to go the other way and get a couple more items. Where is it? Nothing over that way. What interesting houses they had. All right. So this is the city of the ancients, and we're looking for Aerith, but so far we aren't really looking. Because obviously, new area means items waiting to be found. And new items waiting to be found means I need to explore first. All right. So it's going to say beds. No, we're not taking a break. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. There is one other thing I'm looking for, and I think I know where it is, and we might not be able to get to it yet. I don't. Okay, so we don't want to go that way. Oh, hey, here's the other side of what that. Nothing over here. Oh, I know where it is. There is a very particular item I really want to get before we go rest. Because once we rest, it's time. I know this game has been out for almost 30 years. But I don't want to be the guy that spoils things, you know? Like, because there are people who haven't played this game. There are probably some people who have never heard of it. I don't want to be the guy to spoil it for you. You know, like, excuse me. Any game I play, I'll explain things. You know, I have no problem explaining it if I know what's going on, which at this point I do. Fish. Look at the fish in there. That looks cool. Okay. There it is, Comet. I love this materia. Why? Ooh, why do I want that? I don't want that. Because Comet 2, which I feel like was supposed to be like Comet and then Meteor, but then they were like, oh, wait, we don't want Meteor. But maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. Or we have to use Meteor for something else. I don't know. But Comet is like, hey, it's just going to hit you. Comet 2, but I feel like Comet misses. Comet 2 is a little bit different. Also, there are no enemies right now. That's funny. I think I forget that every time I come here, that there are just no enemies right now. So we're going to go rest in those beds. And I'm going to end this video because the next part will take a while and I don't want this video to go on for over an hour. So we're going to end it right here. We'll pick right back up. You know, I mean, not immediately. I'll have to put it further down the line, but we'll pick back up at this spot right here. All right. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.